Hello everyone. For this video, make sure you have got Teaching Salary September 12th on your screen, and you will find that in the file folder called Teaching Documents. It's called Teaching Salary September 12th. So the information has been completed for you. Now what we want to do is we want to format the numbers. So I want you to click in cell C2, hold down your shift key and click in cell G12. Now you should have all the numbers highlighted but not the hours. And in Excel, most times it's always right click. So right click on the highlight, go down to Format Cells. And you have the choice of, under Number, the choice of currency or accounting. I want you to use accounting, and we're going to use 2 decimal places and a $sign for right now. Say OK. And now do you see how the $sign has been placed in front of every number? All right, I want to show you what accounting format means. So click on the letter C here, hold down your shift key and click on the letter G. All right, let's widen the column, drag it out until you come to about 19. All right, do you see that the $sign stays at the left side of the cell? Okay, the $sign is at the left side of the cell. All right, now if I right click and I go to Format Cells and I choose Currency with 2 decimal places, and we'll still choose the $sign so that you can see. Decimal places 2, symbol $sign. Say OK. Now take a look. Your $sign hugs the number. So 2 different formats altogether. Well, we want accounting format. So right click, go back to Format Cells and choose Accounting with 2 decimal places and a $sign. All right, click OK. Now this time I want you to click in cell C3, hold down your shift key and click in cell G12. We don't want $signs here. We only want $signs at the beginning of a column and at the total lines. And right now we don't have a total line. So right click, go to Format Cells, and you're going to choose Accounting, and you're going to choose 2 decimal places but no $sign. None. Symbol none. Click OK, and there's what you want. All right, we're going to click on the letter C, hold down the shift key, click on the letter G. And now we're going to double click so that we bring all the columns back to fit the longest line. All right, what if you said, I do want to know how much pay has been paid out to these employees. All right, put your cursor in cell D13, check your name box so that it reads D13, and come back here. Now hold down the Alt key and press the equals key once. And does it say the sum of D2 to D12? Yes. Press Enter. And what did Excel do? It put the values in the other cells. However, it put in the number symbols here. Why? Because the column is not wide enough. So click on the letter F, hold down your shift key, click on the letter G, and now left double click, and now you can see. Then note the total should be the same because the new pay is the same as new pay 1. It was just done in a different way. All right, so that's very easy for you to do. Next thing is that we are going to change the height of row 1. Now put your cursor out here and you see that it's between the 1 and the 2. Now click, hold, and note the height is 15. Drag it down to about 30 so that you can definitely see that you made it wider. All right, now you're going to click in cell A, hold down your shift key and click in G1. All right, let's fill it with yellow just for the heck of it. Click on yellow fill and click on a red font. No, that's okay, sure. And go with bold and italics, and let's go about size 14. Now, the column, the text does not fit, right? So click on your letter A, hold down your Shift key, click on your letter G, and left double click. Now, do your headings fit? Yes, they do. And we should maybe center them. So let's go to center here, center the items. And if you want them to be centered vertically, you click on the vertical. So this is vertical alignment, this is horizontal. All right, that's good. All right, click off, go Control S to save. And now what we want to do is we want to create your headers and footers. And when you come to your work, oh, I noticed one thing. Hold on here. I've got center on here that I don't want. So I want to highlight this and I want to go back here and put it into align left. So make sure your names are aligned left. All right, go Control S to save. So now this time we're going to go and do your headers and footers. So you're going to go to File, Print. So you see all your work, and right now look at the bottom and it tells you it's 1 of 1. If it had taken 2 pages, you would have to size it down. But at this stage, we're not going to worry about that. We're okay. So I want you to go to these words, Page Setup. And the first thing I want you to choose under Page is Landscape. We always print in Landscape. Now, on Sheet, we want the grid lines, and we want the row column headings. Row column headings, grid lines. Say OK. And now you can see A, B, C. Okay, those are the column headings, and 1, 2, 3 are the row numbers. And you can see your grid lines. All right, the next thing is to do our headers and footers. All right, so go to Header. In your header, I always want you to type your first and last name. Okay, your first and last name. In the center section, I want you to use the date, and I press enter, and I want you to use the time. Over in the right section, I want you to have the sheet name, which says ampersand tab, and I want you to put in, and this is the page number right here, page, and then spacebar, OF, spacebar. And that's like saying page X of Y. In other words, 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. Note page of pages, the total number of pages, the number of the page that you're on. And I also wouldn't mind you playing, highlight your name, go to the capital A, and make it your name about size 16 or 20, doesn't matter to me. Bold and italic. I want a color, doesn't matter what color, but choose a color. And I want you to choose different fonts so you get used to what other fonts look like. You use Calibri all the time, but I want you to use something different. Each time use a different one, just so that you have tried different fonts. What's the elephant look like? Oh, that doesn't look too bad. I'll take that one. So say OK. And don't worry that your name wrapped here. That's OK. Now, click OK. And your custom footer. Always you have to use the yellow folder here, the path and file name. All right. Now, if it's long, it'll go into this center section, and that's fine. Or you can size it down and make it size 8 or 9, whatever you want there. Now, don't put anything in the center section in case we have a real long path and file name, so leave that one blank. On the right section, if you only have one page, I want you to put a picture in. But if you have more than one page, then I don't put a picture in. So we're going to go here. You can put any picture you want. So I'm going to say search, and for dogs. And, oh, there's a cute pair. So I'm going to insert. Now, I'm going to guess, select here, select this, and go to Format. Most of the pictures are too large, so automatically go and put them at 50%. And it might still be too large, but we'll try it. The height is 50, and leave the lock here, 50-50. All right, and say OK. And say OK. All right, so there's my picture. It just fits in at 50%. and that's what we want. We still have 1 of 1. So that's what we would print. You look at that and you say that's good. All right, the next thing is you have to show me the formulas. Now you already know to go to formulas, show formulas, right? But look at the space in the columns. So you must click, hold down on the letter A, hold down your shift key, and click on your last column, G. Now, left double click. Do you see how you only took a little bit of space? All right, and now you go to File, Print. And it still all fits on one page, so that's great. Click on Print. And that's how you will hand in your assignments. There will be 2 sheets every time. All right, now take off the show formulas, and what do you see? Number symbols, right? So now left double click so that you widen your columns and you can see everything. And that's how you get an assignment ready to submit. That's all for this class. We'll stop there.